Microsoft's Halo situation is crazy by Mint Blitz. Let's go, baby. Let's get it.
Video games are broken. I could say it's just Halo as I'm a Halo channel,
All right.
but let's be honest guys, this is an industry-wide issue. When
Starting off the video strong with the negativity, but reality check. If you're a gamer, there's a lot of broken games right now for sure.
inspired this video was two
Especially IPs.
things I need to bring to your attention. And I'm
Okay.
going to be
What is
100%
it?
real here. It feels like online games, specifically matchmaking, are artificial now.
Already, we're like 10 seconds in the video, and I appreciate this video so much. Because if you don't know who Mint Blitz is, and you're watching this video, I don't know why, but Mint Blitz is an amazing bro. The plays he makes on Halo are awesome. If you're a Halo fan at all and you've seen like clips of Halo crazy shots, I guarantee you've seen one of his. The reason I appreciate this introduction, and we'll see if he continues to use this form of dialogue throughout the whole video, but when you're making content for a specific game, you're going to want to be, relatively positive, not just because you don't want to piss off the developers of the game, but you want to keep people playing the game. So you feel like you have this responsibility not to crash out and pretty much shit all over the game 24/7. And a lot of people, I can see through it with a lot of YouTubers. Some people will hide it pretty well. But already he's saying mask off, like me being transparent. So yes,
People
I
are
love
just
that.
along for the ride. The first thing I'm going to bring up is a ranked player on Halo who got placed the highest possible.
Well, I'm gonna go back 10 seconds.
The first thing I'm going to bring up is a ranked mission.
Right
I'm going to
here.
be 100% real here. It feels like online games, specifically matchmaking, are artificial now.
People said there's like rumors about Rivals having AI in the matchmaking. That's why the queue time's so fast. I don't think it would be with competitive, but maybe with quick play. Nevertheless, Halo Infinite, the biggest reason I don't play Infinite anymore is because of the lack of community. Which is crazy because the community is carrying the game. That whole sentence, I know people are going to be tilted about me saying that. But voice chat and game chat, not existent. Maybe that's because of Discord and everything like that. But I loved when people were in game chat. And Marvel Rivals has that a lot. Like every game you play, I guarantee you 90% of the time you're going to have someone to talk to, which is phenomenal. I love it.
People are just along for the ride. The first thing I'm going to bring up is a ranked player on Halo who got placed the highest possible rank by purposely losing and throwing every game. He
How does
placed
that
higher
work?
than 80% of the population just by losing. Second, and this is also in the news, Call of Duty actually published their skill-based matchmaking data. The system is almost one-to-one Halo system, Apex Legends system, or even the League of Legends system. As I said, industry standard. I also have to say, I've been told by developers themselves that major corporations don't care if anyone does a video like this, as it's not enough to ever change anything.
Hey, come on now. Sometimes you'll have a video here or there that, I don't know
Faceless
about
people in
that.
charge will continue, and ironically, I think in the long run, the more people become aware of this, the more pressure there's going to be put on the big gaming companies, and they're going to have to change the major problems that are plaguing gaming.
How does that work with Concord? Because that game did come out. It did come out, and they did spend $250+ million on that game, and there was quite a few videos when it came out that were just shitting on it, farming hate, hating on all 6 players of the whole game. Bro, come on, bro.
Today.
That's a
It's my
ridiculous
goal this
statement.
video educates, brings awareness, and kind of shows everyone why they have the experience they do online. If you are feeling frustrated with online gaming as a whole, this will explain.
I 100% was until Marvel Rivals came out, so he's not gonna say it, but I will. If you're upset with online gaming right now, modern gaming, just go play some Marvel Rivals. You don't even have to like Overwatch or Dota or fucking Team Fortress 2. You don't gotta like any of that shit. You don't even gotta be a fucking MCU fan or a comic book fan. Just go try it out, bro. Trust me.
Why this is happening. In the past, I've spoken about major corporations hiring numerous game psychologists to manipulate the user base into extending their playtime. How many bad games will a player have to play before they disengage?
I guarantee you it's higher with Marvel Rivals.
How many good games do they need to have to keep them on the hook? These are all questions these psychologists have refined into the current matchmaking systems.
Which is a shame. You should just want to, make a fun fucking game. That's what I feel like Halo 3 and Halo, Reach was. It's like the time before we had psychology in the game. It was good.
Problem is now that people are aware of what's happening, a very large group of people now.
No, I'm not. I know people are gonna hate comment, be like, "Oh, there was psychology in Halo 2. They wanted to have at least 6 seconds of fun every 30 seconds. That way, you would keep playing the campaign, and it would be action packed." Okay, fuck off. You get what I'm saying? Like an extra level of psychology that doesn't need to be there. It's kind of something that's cannibalizes the game,
As though matchmaking is artificial. So very briefly, before I get into the meat and potatoes, here's a quick rundown of current matchmaking systems. Each game might have some small tweaks here or there, but loosely, this is the experience most people will find nowadays. If you perform well consistently, you will continue to verse better and better players. If you perform badly consistently, you will begin to verse worse and worse players.
Yes.
This sounds fine, right?
The problem is when you get those worse and worse players on your fucking team. I swear, bro. They do this shit in Rivals too. Oh god, if you're playing comp and you've lost 2 games in a row, just get the fuck off. Get off, go to quick play. You're in the loser bracket at that point.
This is where it gets diabolical. If you continually play better, you will get worse and worse teammates until you have 0 chance of winning. If you still perform well in the very unfair match, you will continually have those same matches. If you still somehow continue to play at that same level, you'll be locked out of playing completely with extended matchmaking times. If you play with friends, the system will multiply your skill levels together, meaning if you've noticed when you play with friends it's rough, this is why.
Yeah, the Marvel Rivals does this a lot, bro. Because honestly, I'm gonna be frank, I don't have a lot of friends that play Halo Infinite anymore. I can't. The last time it was, I was living in a 2-story house with my buddy C's. Shout out to you, C's, if you ever see this. I doubt you will. But dude, we played fucking Halo Infinite like nonstop for like 3 weeks straight. It was so much fun. But when we played together, it was rough. It was. And that's why, like, in Marvel Rivals, I do solo queues. I just play by myself because it's just way easier to level up that way.
An example very quickly, I got a viewer of mine on Twitch, he loaded into some unranked games with me because I couldn't find any matches. The skill-based matchmaking was so strict, he performed horribly. The kicker here is I couldn't even get into a game without him, and then once we got a game, there was 0% chance of us winning. The social nature of what made gaming fundamentally enjoyable is gone, replaced with hyper-competitiveness all of the time.
So
you guys
annoying.
are the ones who said to me, Remy, I get off work, there's just no relaxing anymore, gaming isn't what I remember. And most of you guys, my core demographic on the channel, are aged 24 to 35. Some of you might be younger, some of you might be older, but a lot of you grew up with the Xbox 360 and PS3 era of gaming. Now,
sitting that corner right now on a pedestal, and guess what's underneath it? Fucking Modern Warfare 2, Halo Reach, fucking GTA 5. What the fuck is that last one? NCAA 14. Oh, the good old days,
nowadays,
boys.
it's completely
All I'm missing is
different.
like a
To
Gears
continue
game
on
or
my
something.
point, video games nowadays now punish players who improve. There's legitimately average skill players with higher win percentages than the professionals themselves.
Don't judge me because my drink over here, bro. I know y'all peeped this. I DoorDash Taco Bell. Guess what they gave me? Gave me fucking Coca-Cola. I ain't no cokehead. I like my DP. They trying to kill me over here, man.
We then reach the big issue of contention. If everything else wasn't already so convoluted, the new matchmaking system already knows within a standard deviation what the outcome of the game is going to be. You can literally tell nowadays if you're going to win or lose, and if you go to Halo Waypoint, the system very accurately predicts how well you're going to perform. Now,
that's so disgusting. I miss the good old days, and like I just miss Modern Warfare 2. I miss the good old days where you could find a lobby And you would just stay in that fucking lobby, bro. And you know, if it was a good lobby, you're like, I'm chilling in here. I'm the king of the fucking lobby. You know, you have a couple other guys that compete with you a little bit. There's a little rivalry going on between y'all. Y'all might be talking shit in between each game. Why not? Just crash out a little bit. You know, use some language that you might get grounded for. I miss those days, man. I really do. They made me the man I am today. But we don't have that anymore. No. So, like, if you joined a lobby that was just fucking crazy and you were tilting 24/7, you could just leave it and then find a new one. And then maybe you'll find a better one. No. We don't have that. We got all these algorithms and all this nonsense. Fucking...
Here's the problem with this system, the big problem. Each map on Halo has different weapons. Each map on Halo has different vehicles. For example, me, I might be able to drop 50 kills with a sniper rifle, but without one, I'll get maybe 20 to 25. The system does not take this into account and will...
What a fucking flex. On my down game, I only get 25 kills without the sniper. 50 kills with a sniper is crazy.
Balance teams thinking you are going to perform the same level as that game I had the sniper rifle. If a player drops 50 kills in a Banshee, and in the next match there is no Banshee, but the system still thinks he can get a Banshee and still thinks he can drop 50 kills. So then it balances the teams that way. What, are you just supposed to never use anything? It is fundamentally flawed in every single way. For Halo skill-based matchmaking specifically, and I think it's for other games as well, kills per minute are a major factor when taking into the account skill level. The best thing I can point out, because you're watching this video and you're seeing scoreboards where it's completely unfair on screen right now, I hope this changes your expectations while gaming to understand that it is truly outside of your control. If you do really well, you're going to get punished with a loss. If you lose X amount of games in a row, you're going to get gifted a free win.
This also brings me back to the whole experience. The ability to have fun while you're losing is huge when you're gaming. So being able to like game with your friends is the best way to do it. And also, if you don't have a lot of friends that game and you're like a lone gamer that still likes to have a good time, maybe you meet people online. That's how I do it. I meet people online. We add each other. We keep on playing. I got like 12 buddies that talk on the mic that I've met on Marvel Rivals. I probably got like 12 enemies also that I've tilted out with on Marvel Rivals. But I can play with them and I like talking with them. And if we lose, it's okay, you know? We're having a good time, even though they're fucking raging and tilting out and crashing out. It's fine with me. Like I'm talking to them because I'm a solo queue guy, right? If I'm trying to rank up, I'm going by myself, like straight up. I'm not trying to have any teammates hold me back. And if I do have teammates that hold me back, I'm gonna have new teammates the next game. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So this is an issue with Halo Infinite because no one saw the goddamn game chat ever. And it might be different, but back when I played, bro, never. Like, it was so rare. And the whole like chat system with the Xbox UI and PC is so fucking janky as well. That whole fucking thing is so whack. Oh, it adds another layer of a barrier to entry. And on top of that, it's like, what's with fucking modern games like automatically turning voice chat off? You just want your fucking game to die. You just want people not to play anymore. Like, you acting like if we talk to each other, we're not going to enjoy the fucking game more. Like, come on.
What completely out of your hands, the best thing you can do is just switch your brain off and not take it seriously. With all of that said, here's what the average matchmaking session looks like in 2025. You're a slightly above average player. Each game is sweaty. Each game is the same. Each game has terrible team balancing, forcing you to play the exact same way or you're going to get destroyed. That means you're going to match the exact same sweaty people over and over again.
Sounds like a loop, like a shitty like acid trip or something, you know, the stereotypical story you hear. This is man. This is fun.
And only when the system feels sorry for you are you going to get an easier game. You can't play with friends or it gets exponentially harder. You can't goof off or you're not meeting the system's expectations of you.
It's a job. You're working. You might not get paid, but you're working. You pay to work here.
Meaning your team gets destroyed. The matchmaking system literally thinks you are going to play your optimal efficiency every single game, and any deviation of that equals a loss and a terrible time. I have covered it in the past, but this system is literally designed for people to try as hard as possible.
This It's just blows my mind because gaming is supposed to be what the guys do after work to de-stress, bro. Just to oh, I had a long day. Let me just sit back, play the game for an hour or two or whatever it might be, whatever your threshold is, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know. It ranges, but man, this is another fucking job. Oh my god, you're stressed out at work, and then you come home and you're like, your mentality's like, oh, I'm gonna play the game to de-stress. In reality, you're just working even more. It's like, you probably could have more fun and more positive moments from just fucking, like, I don't know, working remote from home, doing some like Indian scam job or something, being a telemarketer or just like being like some kind of like fucking assistant, like what is it called? Someone that assists his company, whatever. But yeah, you get my point, man.
Exact published document that Microsoft themselves published. After a certain amount of games, as I said, psychologically, you're about to disengage from the product, so the system will give you a carrot, a free win against people who just destroyed their last lobby. It's important to note that this system tries to encourage a 50% win rate. It's not on purpose by any means, but just by its very design, it's an outcome that seems to happen.
I would say that they need to calibrate it a little bit better, because if you're thinking like from a psychology purpose, the reason you're doing this is to optimize the player base you have. When it comes to Halo Infinite, it doesn't seem like they're doing a good job, because you should be optimizing it so your player base grows over time.
Video games aren't supposed to be a second job, but to gaming companies, they need that younger audience, that very low skill rating of player, the silent majority, so they drop money on microtransactions. It's the core reason why it's very hard to change the current gaming landscape. For me personally, I have nothing wrong with the skill-based matchmaking. Each of the original Halo games, they all had skill-based matchmaking, and it all worked very well. It's when it begins to be manipulative, I have problems. If you're the best in the world, you should be winning 90% of your games. A chess grand champion only having a 30% win rate, it's just ludicrous when you think about it. Yeah. This brings me to the latest Halo example. To play ranked on Halo Infinite, you need to play 50...
Man, I didn't see this update. Oh boy.
50 unranked games. This is to stop cheaters from absolutely destroying the
playlist. They going ham with the fucking
50 unranked games to be able to jump into ranked. One ranked player named Bort made an account and played 1v1 Showdown for his 50 games, a majority of which were boosted with 0 kills. He then went to ranked and did his 5 placement matches, throwing every game. The game placed him Diamond 5, the highest possible placement. Now, by 343 Industries and now Halo Studios' very definition, they said unranked games have 0 effect on ranked playlists. The only time the system will grab from other playlists for ranked is when you first play your very few first ranked placement games. So
that's so fucked, bro. Because, like, I know there's people out there, and you'll have like someone over and they want to play the game, and maybe y'all switch back and forth, and they're playing and they're not as good as you, but it's not ranked, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Like I let my girl play games, like oh, you can have fun, I've been playing the game a long time. I'll let you play, I'll watch you, talk to you, because she wants to talk to me. I've been fucking zoned in, tunnel vision of this game so long. I've been staring at the screen. She's trying to break that barrier, hang out a little bit. So, but man, oh God.
That's what the system did. It saw he won so many of his 1v1 Showdown games, even though over half of them were boosted, and it put him into high diamond lobbies. Again, by 343's very own definition, once the ranked playlist gathers enough information of the player, the very thing placements are used for, it should correct the player's skill level and place them in the appropriate skill bracket. Dropping a 0.15 KD, kill death ratio, does not mean you are equal with those lobbies, but where does the game place the account? Diamond 5. The whole damn matchmaking system is busted. The worst thing about this is I've had numerous developers literally say the opposite of what the data has said for years.
And that's the fucking problem, the lack of transparency.
People quote the developers saying, hey Mint Blitz, you're wrong, and then I see this happening over and over and over again.
And I don't think this does happen with other studios. But bro, 343 is pretty fucking bad about this. Like they're one of the worst in my opinions that I paid attention to, at least.
I played 20,000 matches of Halo Infinite. I understand the system to the extent of even the people who designed it. The rabbit hole goes even deeper. So to take it a step further, many of you guys say to me, Remy, why don't you play ranked? And well, for starters, I got high onyx in every playlist, but why I stopped playing ranked is very simple. Because I play high kill games in social and unranked playlists, when I go to ranked in past seasons, there was instances of me losing 15 to 17 games straight. Because even though playing unranked and getting high kills doesn't affect who you match, it does affect the team balancing in the ranked playlists.
Yeah.
For example, let's look at a lobby of 8 players, including me. It takes that high skill history and will assume I'm the highest player in the lobby, even if my visual rank doesn't represent that, so it will give me the number 1. It will then take the skill levels of players 2, 3, 4, and 5, the second best to the 5th best players in the lobby, and put them onto the other team. Then
I feel like this happened in Halo Reach too, because I played a lot of ranked in Halo Reach, and I feel like this did happen a lot there too. I could be wrong, but this does seem familiar.
And it'll give me players 6, 7, and 8 and place them onto my team. Now in practice, when you go to high rank, this means you'll see games of 15 or 1600 Onyx level players versing professionals 2300 and higher. I'll throw some screenshots up on screen so you can see what I mean. I don't really need to say anything more than that. Look at the numbers. How is it balanced at all? It is not. It's gotten so broken now that players have worked out it's in their best interest to just perform well enough to win, but to not overperform, as it'll give better team balancing next game. It's even gotten to the point that when someone knows they're going to win, they start rapidly lowering their KD so they get better team balancing next.
They're nerfing themselves, bro. Oh no, it's it's subtraction. It's addition by subtraction though.
Game. So not only are social playlists not social anymore, but ranked playlists aren't really ranked either. Matchmaking on the whole is a participation trophy where your skill is completely irrelevant unless it's free for all. There is no point for someone to say, haha, I beat you, because you're literally just playing into a matchmaking algorithm that's decided before the game starts who's gonna win and who's gonna lose. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, Call of Duty released their own data this week for certain players, and something caught my eye. Yes, the system is more or less identical to Halo and other franchises, but it actually showed proof for the very first time that there are multiple different groups of players, and each one of those groups has a very different experience. They never interact with one another. They all have a very similar KD because they're going up against different skill brackets, and it's pretty much made kill-death ratio mean absolutely nothing, because you could be versing some really beginner level players and have a KD of 1.5, or you could be a competitive ranked player on Call of Duty with a KD of 1.5. There are so many different levels of manipulation to this. It is crazy. Ultimately, the problem with the entire...
I really never thought KD meant much at all. I just didn't, especially when it came to like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that. Because KD was huge back then. But like at the end of the day, it was like, bro, I'm fucking around some games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just having a good time. Like, I never like, oh, what was this guy's KD? I wonder. Like, I do not give a fuck. My shit could be 0.5 and I'll still 1v1 and I'll drag that ass through the city.
A system as a whole is that your most dedicated players are becoming burnt out. They're tired. They want variety in their games. They don't mind trying sometimes, but other times they don't even take it seriously. They want to use different weapons, play different classes, try to do something unique, be funny, not having to do the meta playstyle in any video game just to be able to keep up. It's even worse that if a player does decide to use the meta just to keep up, the system will continually give you worse teammates and worse teammates until you no longer can keep up, forcing a loss. It really is, no matter what you do, you are screwed. It's sad really, because if you grow up with video games now, it is so much worse than it was before. You really missed out if you didn't play the Xbox 360 era of Halo.
It's golden age, dude. It won't be I swear that's the best system ever made.
It is my hope that you guys keep this information in the back of your head, so if you do find yourself frustrated, just know it isn't you. It's out of your hands, and honestly, within a few matches, you're probably gonna get given a free win or a good lobby. That's how I handle it anyway. Personally, I found myself getting exhausted during the Halo 5 era when I was much younger because it was so competitive all of the time. I don't feel like games should always be like that. So with all of that said, thank you for watching. I do these videos every 6 months when new information comes out because it is so important. The better I can bring awareness, the happier you guys are gonna be while playing, and that's all that matters to me. If this was informative, leave the video video a like as always. Back with a very cool Halo video in a few days, and I'll see you guys later.
Dude, I fucking
Guys,
love his
we have
videos.
huge
Oh my
classic
goodness. Dude, I love that.
broken.
The OG intro is great. This video was phenomenal. It transcends Halo as well, which I can appreciate even more. Came out a day ago. Definitely giving it a like. Already liked it. And definitely go give him a sub if you're a Halo fan, man. You've got to sub to Mint Blitz. He's phenomenal. Let's look at the comment section. Oh, we got a post by Mint. Key takeaways. If you perform well, you'll be punished. The matchmaking can predict fairly accurately the outcome of the game before you start, which is fucking maddening. Social features from previous game eras no longer exist. Performance and unranked playlists seem to affect the ranking system, which is the fucking craziest point of this whole video. Which I don't think Halo is alone with this, right? Wow. I'll give Halo Infinite its kudos where it deserves it. It made a fairly well open world campaign. I thought that was pretty good. There's a lot of stuff I would change from it, and also it was revolutionary with the whole concept of buying a battle pass and having it forever, right? Removing the FOMO from that. But a lot of the promises that they made, they fell flat. The community fell apart. People have been leaving the game for a long time and have continuously left the game. I fucking love Halo. It's one of the greatest franchises ever. That's not even just gaming, just in general. I fucking love Halo. I do. But damn, you gotta call it the bullshit when it needs to be, and he did. The best way I can explain it, the corpos oh boy. They monopolized our games and turned them into interactive slot machine, essentially. Yeah, pretty much. Made it another job. Made it not stress relieving. That's crazy, bro. That is fucking nutty. I love Halo, but this is the exact reason I stopped playing Halo Infinite. Yep. 100%. Literally the only thing that was keeping me playing Halo was custom games, and then when they had the campaigns come in from Forge. Yeah, so shout out to anybody that's in like the Forge community. Yeah, I love y'all, man. I really do. Y'all kept my love for Halo Infinite afloat for so much longer than it deserved. And kudos to y'all. I can't wait to see what y'all create in the next Halo game. And I'll probably be back in Halo Infinite in a month or two. I'm enjoying my time, genuinely. I haven't enjoyed a game like I am enjoying Marvel Rivals since probably, I want to say Modern Warfare 2, but I think that's going way too far back. I think there's a couple gems in there where I've fallen in love with the game like I have with Marvel Rivals. It's so fucking good. Would I average 20 plus kills in games on MCC? I noticed the game always pairs me with new AFK or bad players. It makes every game infuriating because I have to sweat each game. It's not fun anymore. I hate carrying a team match. And when I'm having an off day, my teammates get bullied. For years, I couldn't believe how little luck I had. Yet, the friends I had who had a much lower skill level than me said she would find games with much better teammates without me, and the matches were easier. But when we partied up, the games were like competitive matches despite being social game modes. These game systems are anti-fun, and that's the whole root of the problem. Video games are supposed to be fun. Why are you turning them into a job? Why? Because you want us to play your game longer? Don't you understand if it becomes a fucking job, you're going to realize that and you're going to be like, okay, this isn't reducing my stress, it's increasing it. Why the fuck would they keep playing it? I don't know. Amazing video, dude. Amazing video. This is... When I clicked on this, I did not expect this to be the outcome. The insight we got was amazing. Yeah, my name's Trey Swish. I love Halo. Huge. I love it a lot. So if you love Halo 2, I'm a reaction content creator. Eventually, once I get monetized, I'll start experimenting with making a lot more unique, original content. But yeah, let's get to 1,000 subs, man. And hit that comment button. Let me know your thoughts on this reaction anywhere from the beginning to end, or maybe something that doesn't even correlate with it. I love hearing from y'all. It's a great way for me to see the faces and stuff like that, the names, and get used to y'all. And then lastly, hit that like button. It's simple as a click. Helps it push out to more people. Helps me tremendously, and it's free to do. So why not? My name's Trace Wish. This is the eethur. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces. Also, Spartans never die. I love saying that in these videos, man. I love me some Halo content.